Hey everyone, I'm happy to connect with you all with another interesting topic, how to say no the professional way. This is one of the most important topics for all of us as consultants. So I'm going to actually start talking about this specific topic using a small short story, one of my favorite story. So let's say I'm traveling for work from Monday to Friday and I'm at a customer site. It's Wednesday evening. I have wrapped up all my work earlier than expected, and I realized that I can actually go home a day sooner. My original flight is on a Friday, but now I want to leave on Thursday instead. So I go to the airport, meet a customer service agent, and I explain my situation. And I say that, hey, I want to move my Friday flight to Thursday. I'm on a direct flight, and can you please help me if I could actually, get a Thursday flight? So what are the possible answers that I could actually get? Let's say the answer is always going to be no in this scenario, right? So scenario 1, the agent could say, no sir, Thursday is fully booked, it's not possible. And imagine my state in this scenario. I feel like it's a dead end. Why? Because no effort was taken, no options, no support. Basically, I feel like helpless here, right? So let's say scenario 2. The agent is actually working in front of me. She makes a couple of phone calls again in front of me. She checks their system for a while. She tries different combinations, speaks to the supervisor. I don't know what is going on, but I know she's actually working on something. I feel like she's really trying everything. And then she comes back with a respectful and an honest answer. Sir, thank you for your patience. I checked all possible options. I checked the direct flights. I checked the connection flights. I checked for cancellation, wait list, alternative fare classes, everything. Because of the festival weekend, all seats are completely sold out. We are overbooked for Thursday's flight. In fact, I even spoke to my supervisor to check if there are any upgrade options available. But at this point, flying on Thursday is almost impossible. Honestly, you are in the best position by having a confirmed ticket for Friday. I'm really sorry. I tried my level best, but I couldn't make it happen for Thursday. In this scenario, yes, I got a no, but I'm really not frustrated. I'm not upset. Why? Because I saw the effort, I saw the transparency, I saw the honesty. I saw that some effort or a lot of effort was gone, right? And I got clarity in what I needed. This is basically scenario 2. So let's say scenario 3. There are some options available, right? So she's doing all the checks. Then she says, sir, I have a good news for you. We do have a connecting flight available on Thursday evening. It has a short layover in Dallas, but it will get you home by midnight. I know you have a direct flight for Friday, but there is an option for Thursday with this connection. So in this option, I'm getting what I want, but I'm really getting it through an alternate option. It's kind of a no, but it's with another alternate option, right? So in this scenario, the agent kept my conversation positive. I feel she was super helpful, and I have a way moving forward. So I instantly feel like I've been helped and I'm a happy customer. So just summarizing all these 3 scenarios. Scenario 1, we call that as a blunt no. Typically in blunt no's, we are going to piss off the customer. Scenario 2, we're trying before we deny. In that scenario, the customer is not pissed off. In that scenario, I'm not really pissed off. Maybe I'm not a happy customer, but I can understand the current situation. And scenario 3, yes, it's a no, but I got an alternate option. So I'm a happy customer, right? So we are going to use this and we're going to build a framework on how we can professionally say no. So I call this as a 3-rule professional no. And I'm just breaking down the scenario and shuffling it in some order here. So first, rule number 1, no blunt no's. As a consultant, as a data worker, consultant and employees, we are not allowed to say blunt no's. So we always go to rule number 2, that's providing an alternate option. So always think of an alternate option and come up with an alternate option. That's always preferred. And going If you are really not able to find any alternate option on earth, then yeah, we can go to rule number 3. That's basically try before you deny. So now let's go a little more deeper in all of these 3 rules. So since we are not going to actually use no blunt nose, basically no blunt nose, I'm not going to even talk about it. Let's move on to the alternate option. So in this scenario, don't shut the door. We are going to basically redirect our customers, right? So always provide options in your alternate option, right? Come up with an option A and say that what you can do, and option B, what you can do next, or what you can do instead. When you're providing alternate options, always you have to talk about the trade-offs briefly. You don't have to go in all details, but keep in mind you have to explain the trade-offs and stay calm, be factual, and be solution oriented, right? That way customers will appreciate that their pain point is getting solved, and they're not going to actually worry about all the alternate options here. So if you really want to say no, always bring a path forward. That's the summary of this alternate option. And when it comes to this try before you deny scenario, the key thing I want everybody to remember is we should never say no out of fear or out of laziness or out of assumptions. That is equivalent of saying a blunt no. So be willing to explore all possible options. Check the technical feasibility, check the business feasibility, see what you can do. Attempt 1 or 2 approaches in that. Ask clarifying questions. And then if you really decide that that's truly a no, then yeah, you can actually go ahead and say no. But here the framework is try first, think second, and say no third. So to summarize all this, here is our final framework. So it starts with no blunt nose. If alternate options exist, give alternatives, right? That's always preferred. But share the trade-offs, end with an empathy and clarity. If alternate option doesn't exist, then use this try before you deny. In this scenario, give all your efforts, share the limitations, why that cannot be done, and also share what you have tried. Again, end with empathy and clarity. I hope this framework is helpful. Thank you.